Is Matrix Resurrections a direct sequel to the original Matrix?
Honestly, I don't know.
Hello, today we finally got the first full trailer for Matrix Resurrections, and I admit, it's great to see Neo and Trinity again, but it is weird seeing anyone who's not Lawrence Fishburne in Morpheus glasses.
Fate, it seems, is not without a sense of irony.
Personally, I think it looks like a lot of fun in the same way The Force Awakens was fun, because it does look like a borderline remake of the first film we all loved. Now, obviously, there might be much more going on here that we don't see from the trailer itself, and I do feel confident there's more going on, but unfortunately, this does not strike me as a John Wick Matrix crossover film.
Oh, John Wick.
Now, one question everyone's been asking since the trailer dropped this morning, is this connected to The Matrix Reloaded or The Matrix Revolutions?
He doesn't know.
According to Warner Brothers' official press release, The Matrix Resurrections is a continuation of the story established in the first Matrix film. So while they don't explicitly say that Part 2 and 3 aren't canon, it certainly feels as if they're going out of their way to somewhat ignore the events in those films and focus on the first one, which is not a bad way to go about it because I would prefer to not have to rewatch Reloaded or Revolutions to prepare for this.
Ignorance is bliss.
Dexter New Blood has also dropped a brand new trailer today, giving us much more insight as to what's been going on with old Dex in the last 10 years. You know, against everyone's advice, I recently watched the Dexter series all the way to the end, and maybe it's because I was warned about how much I would hate it, but I didn't hate it at all. The final season wasn't perfect, but I wasn't in an uproar about it. Either way, whether you loved or loathed the final season, this revival looks great.
I know, isn't it fantastic?
Yesterday, we got an unsettling teaser from Netflix for Midnight Mass, a new miniseries coming from Mike Flanagan, who directs all 7 episodes. Mike Flanagan is a horror master, so that's pretty much all I need to know.
Well, I'm sold.
We know that J.K. Simmons is in talks to return as Commissioner Gordon for the upcoming Batgirl film, and in an interview with Entertainment Tonight, Leslie Grace was asked about Simmons and responded saying, quote, "If you're listening, huge respect and please play my dad. I hope you're my dad," end quote. I'd like to piggyback on this and say, J.K. Simmons, if you're listening, I'd also like you to play my dad.
Get out.
If you've been waiting for John Bernthal to reprise his role as the Punisher in the MCU, I'm afraid I've got some slightly bad news for you. The short skinny of it, Bernthal doesn't have any more idea than the fans do about whether his version of the Punisher will ever be revived. In fact, he admitted that he doesn't really give it much thought at all. And if I were you, I wouldn't either. Until we see Charlie Cox return in the flesh as Daredevil, I would temper expectations about every other Marvel Netflix character coming back.
You gotta be realistic, son.
The first reviews for Halloween Kills are online, and they would be best described as very mixed. Some critics are bashing the film for focusing more on upping the body count and gore at the expense of any tension, while others seem to really enjoy this aspect of the film. Considering it's currently sitting at 53% on Rotten Tomatoes, I'm afraid I can't help you with this, and you're likely just gonna have to watch the movie on your own and decide if you like it or not yourself.